And miles to go. And miles to go. Alphano, what have you got to say here at the top of 3.2? Much as I worry for the future of Ishgard, the fate of our missing friends concerns me even more. You know, Camtasia is garbage, but it does have a feature where when you pause and play, it bounces your cursor back to where it was when you last paused for a seamless effect. Obviously, that's kind of outside the scope of what we're bothering with around here. This ain't a visual feast, but I wouldn't mind it. I bet it's in OBS. As it once was. Tataru's waiting to share good tidings with us in Alphano. Alphano, Erwin, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flamen, Nahori, Boulder, and Kultne. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? They work, I mean. You don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand.
Pleasure to see you too, Alphano.
Ah, Thancred and Kral. What brings the two of you here?
Kral and I have been looking into how you might track down Minfilia.
Oh, we didn't turn the music on, did we? And we may just have found the answer. Oh! Erwin, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, right? Well, assuming that's true, and I see no reason to think that it isn't, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. That is a deeply religious thing to suspect. Admittedly, this is still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data.
Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Erwin felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kral and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein.
The two of you, alone.
I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident that there'll be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kral while the patrols pass. Besides, if you or Erwin come along, we'll see Flamen's grand homecoming.
Wait. Oh, I see. We were waiting here for Flamen, right? Well, they go look for Minfilia. I was like, what? Wouldn't we need to be there? When you put it like that, very well. I trust in your plan. I was thinking, are they going to keep making me go along for every single task? I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Leminson docks? Couldn't they just take a boat up here? Transition directly to air travel. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. I guess it's not that. We still got the ARR music. Okay, let's head on down to talk to Flamen. Drop me. Ooh, and think about turning the... Oh, here they are. Inexplicably safe and sound. Yeah, by the gods, it is you. Well met, Erwin. Well met. If it isn't Lompont Erwin, really you didn't have to come all this way just for us. Flamen. Oh, Erwin. How have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. There's the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We could have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. The Tau found a way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard an Anish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most. We made the most of it, didn't we, Codenay? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. How about that? What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? I do not have... I mean, I have godlike power, but it has limits. Forgive me, I am sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. I had forgotten. As Thancred must be. You watched over her from the first, long before me, and you watch over her to the last. I shall pray for a safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For certainty, there's much and more to be done. The braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the scions, and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Are these ding-dongs gonna get themselves in trouble? Herp?
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Voiced, eh?
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Who wouldn't believe a weird beard twink like that?
Why must you be so disappointingly
He's using the server.
You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
Cryo, your thorniness is not necessarily well-timed.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think.
Too gay for that.
15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade.
Oh, this is
Royal
1.0
Freedom's
stuff.
vessels ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future.
You don't think this scene might have been better placed, like, while they were in transit? You could have put this scene anywhere. They could have been on an airship, they could have been on ponyback. That would have been a more dynamic scene than we've seen yet.
I did not mean to pick at old scars.
This is just not the time or the place, my friends. Truly it is not.
Fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
Oh, well, I'm too gay not to do
You don't
this.
know. Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope.
When were you torpid? Is this more 1.0 talk that I'm not familiar with?
And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
It seems like a long shot to me, but who knows? I'm pretty sure it's still bad down there. I mean, I've gone down back in now and then on the quest for tomes. We need to spend our tomes, by the way. We've been capped for a while. You think to do that after this cutscene. Ding ding! Revenant's Toll. But before we do that, tomes. So what don't we have class-wise, right? We can buy gear. So we're gonna be getting... I think our Dark Knight's already kitted out in 60 gear, right? You all 60'd up? 60, not all gear from that, but not a lot better. Our Gunbreaker is already all good to go in 60 gear. I guess that shares a set with the Dark Knights. That might not be a bad idea. Astrologian is still too low level. I could prep something for him. Conjurer is hilariously low level. That would share a set with the Astrologian. Scholar. Oh yeah, I could even store it on the Scholar, couldn't I? That might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, let's update the Scholar set, because then it will be... anything we buy for the Scholar will also fly for other healers, and we have a class, so that it will be in a set and not accidentally get melted away as we clear out our inventory. This is not what we're looking for. We are looking for the teleport to... You might think that I would have some idea of where was where. You would be very wrong. Where the fuck is Ishgard? Kurthus? This looks like Ishgard to me. How do I zoom in on it? Oh, like so. Alright, well, I'll be back at the Waking Sands, or Rising Stones, after I deal with this shameful outfit. Made you look. We are looking way better now, incidentally. That was a very, very humiliating outfit we had on before. This new headpiece also looks astonishingly terrible, but you won't have to see it because we've hidden it under a bandana, which is how we like it. Hey friends. Home at last, I must make my rounds and see remains. It's great to be back in the tow. It even smells like adventure. Hey Flyman, it feels good to be home again. Do you think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors? Friends and family with whom we've shared so much. Gods help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Hey. Walk off, boys. You have to understand I'm paralyzed here while you walk away. It's a Final Fantasy tradition. Somebody's walking, you ain't. You still gonna be talking about the twins, Ujubel? Yep. Do not know what the fuck you're talking about. Surely that's not Alphino and Alice. Maybe it is. Generally speaking, people's dialogues are predicated on where we are in the MSQ. Maybe that one's not. Maybe that's something to do with something way later. I know Alphino and Alice are still around, though. And there they are at last. Thank the 12. Nothing like a homecoming to lift everyone's spirits. Thanks for bringing them back. Long point. Wow. Thanks for bringing them back, Arwen. One moment, I'm trying to remain alert for teams, just in case this dude who's clearly not going to do the task he's been assigned to do decides to do it. When our comrades betrayed us, I feared all was lost. Wrong I was. We must tell the children at once. They've always been so fond of Hori. Wow, tons of people have things to say. Eliane, F and me, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. What of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Blumwida. I worry that Agnes is getting a bit carried away, but I suppose I can overlook it on this occasion. I don't know this dude. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings up bloodings a bloody tear to the eye. Sure. First ochre and now hoary. A passing fancy I could suffer, but this, she's hopeless. Utterly hopeless. Isildur. Aye, I heard it all from Eliane. So is she. If I'm to greet the songstress of Ulda, I would do so on my feet. Omei. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they're well rested, I should seek out a more formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least. I'm happy to oblige you, my legs are rather less accommodating. Everybody got leg troubles. Aenor. So we have Anor and Isildur here? Somebody is making Lord of the Rings jokes. Oh my, decisions. Huzzah, he's returned. Today my brother and I shall serve the silence to the breaking of... Together, my brother and I shall serve the silence to the breaking of an eighth dawn. I hope not. We don't need another calamity. Okay, what in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Well, you, brother, you in the silence, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense you surpass me once more. Now do not tell me you trained with the Anish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. I'm a murderer now, little brother. I don't see men the same no more. An unexpected but welcome reunion indeed. Hush, phone. Wait, where's my phone? Wait, where is my phone? What? Found it was nothing important. An unexpected but welcome reunion indeed. And a challenge besides. It would not do to be bested by my little brother. Oh no, not after having come so far. He's younger than you. So, he's returned. Yeah, same line. Golden A, feeling a little lonely over here? Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I will join the search. Tataru. I've checked in with everybody. Please complete this quest for me. Do do do. Do 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 do. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. God damn it, auto advance. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they returned, there are others yet missing. Others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Menphilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. When they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. As it once was. That's a wrap. Let's change our class back, why don't we? Because right now, we are underdressed. Alphino is eager to return to the search for Menphilia. Ooh, we're gonna do a dungeon I've been looking forward to. Oh, hello. Well, I've been on mute as I've been explaining what's been going on. Somebody liked an old Fallen London video of mine, and those sound immensely rough to me these days. Like, we're back down here in Fallen London, and it really sounds super hungover. It's not fun. Took a while to find where we like the performance pitch set. Even going back and listening to old, like, Pilgrims of the Dark, I'm not always as happy with where the delivery is as I am these days. Life is the eternal process of realizing that anything you ever do will only be improved in the doing, and so all old records are embarrassing. In a way, an optimistic truth. In another way, ugh. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago, and it would seem that their foray into Castra Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Ishtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter.
There's not a moment to lose. We couldn't possibly go say, BRB.
Never own up to a kink if you want your friends to leave you alone about it ever again. I'm fine now. Hey, Thancred.
How's Flamen, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust. I shall have to pay my respects when time allows. 'Twas rather less helpful than I'd hoped. 'Twas rather less than I had hoped, though mayhap I asked too much.
Hey, Kryl. My apologies, I see I am the last to arrive. So, what news do you have for us?
Well, as we postulated, there are indeed what appear to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima Weapon's destruction.
A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern.
Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val,
when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with a blessing of light.
To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildia aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance.
Hydaelyn,
there is no other explanation.
But there is more. When I studied the site where Ishtola used flow, it appeared there were not 2, but 3 beings that had been affected. Unlike Ishtola and Thancred, though, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal sea floating, of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Ishtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. I'm not putting the pieces together. Make it explicit for me.
You're implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul onto the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists.
What are you referring to?
I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus.
Master Matoya was keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Berserk as Nietzschean tragedy. Thank you, YouTube. Insightful as ever. Okay, Matoya, you're down there, right? You can't teleport anywhere near you? No, I can't, so gotta teleport on foot. Whoosh. Just taking you there by direct airmail. Hope I wasn't muted again there. I have a long history of using the middle mouse button irresponsibly. Adding the mute has definitely been a great thing, but I wish I could have an overlay showing me or something, because I gotta look over to my second screen and go, hey, is that being recorded?
Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time?
Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower. that we might use it to seek a friend who we believed has been transported to the ethereal sea.
And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? Meh. Meow. The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means.
Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian.
Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the anti-tower was sealed save one.
Was saved, seal one.
My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the rewards right now. You be going or not?
We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia.
We'll see about that. Arwen can go. Take the magicless rogue too if you like. He's no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms.
Oh, I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Arwen. Thancred, no. Our etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with ether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there, waiting for us. And you could die, and for what? If she's waiting beyond, Arwen will find her. Trust in him. Have faith.
Damn it all.
Bring her back to us. I hope that they continue to underline that Thancred's friendship with Minfilia is not horny. I'm disrespectful to dust. Can you see that I'm serious? Let's sweeping love. Still not a thing.
To be clear, I don't mind if you take others with you. I expect you'll need the help, but this lot is staying with me.
Hope that none of the people we recruit are etherless. The least she could do is let me go in Thancred's place. No, it would be too dangerous to send someone with a functioning brain down there. We need to send the Warrior of Light, who is too empty a vessel to understand what he's seeing. Long did I wonder what waited beyond that door. Several times in my youth I even tried to open it, but the wards placed upon it were far beyond my skill to dispel. Be that as it may, I hardly think the works of 3 scions fair trade for its opening. What does that? Hang on, does she mean that we owe more? Because it does seem there are profundities down there.
Whatever it takes, you hear me? Whatever it takes.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you'll need to do once you reach the bottom, but you've always been so resourceful, so I think we're just hoping that Heidelin will possess my body once I've been directly exposed to her. And here, as we recalled, was the entrance to the anti-tower. Kinda looks like there's still quite a few dungeons to go. I don't know if all of them are going to be part of the main story. So we may not be coming back to them for a long time. Be a shame if they weren't, but also I dread any indication of things taking longer. We need to finish 3.2 today, at the least. Or we are not on track. I think we're 1 quest, and no, we're deeper than that. Let me see. The anti-tower. So this was an attempt to physically reach the Astral Sea, which is perceived to be underneath the ground, having a physical existence. Yes, this is the second quest of like 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So we are not making great progress so far. Half an hour for 1 quest? Yikes. This is a cool Disneyfied place though. Got a real, what's the word I'm looking for? What is it? The capital in Dark Souls 3?
Ribbit intruders.
Is there no combat music here? That's very weird. Oh, that's strange. Why are we sitting here fighting these dudes? We should keep moving. Oh, okay. We cannot keep moving. There's the combat music, finally. Wow, this is a little slow, huh? If only we had a higher level DPS to come in here and really wreck things. I think this is still going to be faster than we should be We could be doing more, though. It's just possible that we're going to reach a point where doing these things with a party is actually the faster way to do it. Even with the queue time. I like being able to take our time, though. Whoa, okay, it was a jump pad. Why is this how this is designed? This is bad.
None shall pass, ribbit.
Let's just go ahead and use our cooldowns, why don't we? You blow through your mana, my boy. Punish that river tamer. So who's this dude? Tamed Hopkin. And a tamed leech. That's a leech, is it? I guess it's leechy. My apologies for how long this is all taking. Maybe I should pause through the combats, because there's no reason that we should sit here watching me grind on these men for so much time. None of you can stop me. Don't think that you can. You shame yourselves with this behavior. Clear the manifest is our objective. Oh, it's the Neath. I don't know why that connection didn't connect. Whoa. Language is failing me. Alright, this is going to be a little slow, so why don't I just... I keep forgetting about atonement as well. Yeah, I'm going to put you on pause for the combat. A whole nother dude spawned mid-encounter. That took like... I guess we can see how long it takes, right? It took like 2 minutes or something. Too long. Too long. This looks like a boss, though. Hello, Zuro Rogo. Oh, let's go into our HUD, by the way, and just turn our stats back on, because I like to be able to see how much mana I've got. Where can we put it where it's out of the way? We can actually probably shrink it even.
Become small.
Yeah, just like to be able to glance at it and see how we're doing mana-wise. I put it at the bottom of the screen, except that the microphone tends to be lingering there.
Who dares approach the tower? One with ears to listen? How wonderful.
Is that how you think about these things? I'm just going to tank this. Fortunately, I think our DPS cooldown is DPS cooling down. Oh, actually being at the top is going to be a problem. I'll have to move that. It's not especially legible where I put it. Let's renew the dots. So what are you doing, boyo? You are singing. That makes sense. Your line about ears to hear. Let's drop some atonements in this rude boy. Is fight or flight ever gonna come back out? It would kind of seem not. I think that's it. We kill the ad. The lovers. Ooh, we turned into a frog. We highly turn into a frog. It's going to be a long time till we are no longer frog-like. Show me my HUD layout, please. Move my perimeter bar over there. And save that. That should do better.
The lovers.
Oh, it would be amazing if they started putting in mechanics that made 5-man, 4-man content unsoloable. I would love that. Okay, now we've got fight or flight back up. Let's just dump everything into this ding-dong. Oh, we've 10-second stun? Sheesh. Dr. Crowd Control. Just what the Frogter ordered. Let me up, please. Okay, so weird. Huh, I wonder if the froggening was from touching one of those water orbs. Throw the dot back on. This is not the most scintillating content, is it? Listen, I'm sure if we had friends here, it would all be very exciting. Frog song. Can I defrog by touching one of the orbs? No. Don't damage me down. Can you still take actions? No, it is a proper polymorph. Toad, we thought you was a toad. We thought you was a toad. Apparently that, there's a, I think it's a Cyclops in Oh Brother Where Art Thou was like a real politician. Cappy says that he is so mad, I wonder what that could be about. Oh my god, that stun. We're actually taking a lot of damage here. We top ourselves off. We heal ourselves here. Oh, it kind of looks like those frogs are taking damage from his singing. Alright, frogs down. We could definitely have cut this, I think. But hey, we're at the end now. Will we learn our lesson for the next boss? Almost certainly not. Please don't frog us again at the very end. It's not easy, big. That's a World of Warcraft ass line. Dravanian Thigh Boots is scouting. Nice jump, though. Good form, Erwin. Ooh. Seems we are amid the sea now, the lower reaches. Is this a fucking Alice level? Ooh. Whoa, what was that? Charlian Mimics? Is that a third mimic? Nope, that one was real. Weird. I guess chests congregate around mimics? Do chests herd mimics?
Oh, doors, open doors, kill you dead.
Come on down here, fire homunculi. Let's cut you down. Sometimes I just have to rev a little bit to clear a thought from my mind. I'd say, why am I recording this bit? But this one is actually going to end sometime soon, so this one's probably not going to run forever. Once again, not dumping our mana, though. We should do so. 2 casts, you think? Yeah. And then over to single target.
Go away, far away.
What's the deal with Spriggans again? They eat things? I seem to recall that they eat things. But that's their business. You know, I thought that this encounter was going to be over shortly, and then you had to go spawn more enemies. This seems needless. This seems foolish. Take this shit seriously, man. This is your life we're talking about. Goodbye, doors. This does have a very Alice vibe to it. Some of those levels in the school. Ooh, massive Marrowlith. How much of a pain is this encounter like to be? 3 targets, probably good enough for Holy Circle. 2, 3. I'll put you on pause. Here we go. Look how much tidier this document is now. Oh, I thought there was going to be a fun animation. Damn it, we could have been fighting this Spriggan. He's going to pull up some doors. Oh, what is that? Oh, it was like a barbell piercing?
No, shiny, not pretty, do not want.
Or something. You need to kill the Spriggan first to prevent the doors. I don't think that worked, right? The doors didn't close last time until we had destroyed the sprites from both of them. I note this time not all of the doors spawned sprites. Oh, interesting. Popped out a Marrowlith. Well, probably nothing exciting going on here. Here we go. Fuck off, doors. Oh, now that is an intriguing looking foe. There was a bad donut delivery. Okay, Ziggy, where hearts leap.
Ziggy save everyone, Ziggy hero.
I'm sure you will, Ziggy. Fight or flight on. Let's dump all of our mana. Jittering glare. Are we gonna regret standing in this? No. Always good to know what you...
Ziggy biggy pretty's time.
Yeah, you seem excited, Ziggy. I'm very happy for you for that. I don't want to stand in those circles. If I can avoid it, I just like to not do that. The circles are getting bigger. Oh, interesting. Because we're supposed to be killing them, but we're not going to do that. So are they going to kill us? We shall see. Damn it, that interrupted our combo. Thank goodness they did not kill us.
Ziggy super beam time. Ziggy.
Sword Oath. Let's put Fight or Flight onto our Visibar, why don't we? Because useful there. Thank you for not taking forever, Ziggy. This makes me think that the Frogman had a mechanic that I missed. Ziggy Biggy Pretty's time. Very good. Very good, Ziggy. I am for you. Yeah, please don't kill me though, because if you do, it will just have been a humiliating experience. Youch.
Ziggy's super beam time.
Super beam. Ich, dich, Ziggy Zeit, Ziggy Zeit. Die Ziggy-Jahren sind vorbei. Nothing to it. I fear no Ziggy. Dravanian wrist gloves of aiming. Whooshing. We'll probably regenerate on our own. You travel up the down staircase. What was the message last time? The upper reaches. Yeah, increasingly haunted mansion. Hello, wind-up Vikings. Just come along with me. Wind-up Magi, you too. So, there is a thing in Final Fantasy IX, right, where V looks like the Black Mage, which look like these. And I had long thought that that was a stylistic thing indicating that Vivi's face was just shrouded. But apparently that is not the case. Like, it just looks like this. It is not a stylistic thing. Within the universe of Final Fantasy IX, Vivi just looks like this creature. And I have no idea if that is, like, if you're supposed to interpret it that way. Like, if it's playing with the player. And if that's the case, that's brilliant. It's so good. Also, it's not entirely clear to me that it's ever made totally clear in the text, even as it becomes clearer that Vivi is a construct. Note, I don't actually know that Vivi is a construct. It's just what I gathered from what I was seeing on YouTube. But I really like that that use of an abstraction that players are going to interpret as an abstraction that actually, no, this is just fully literal, and how you can convey that to the player. That is some artful stuff. This ain't just cinema tricks. This is the story right here. And the fact that no one was commenting on it wasn't because to them Vivi looked normal. It was because they wanted to avoid Vivi having an existential crisis while they needed him. My man falling from the fucking ceilings. Please, come down here and get squished. But I love that shit. That is good storytelling. Ludonarrative. It's beyond ludonarrative integration, right? It's there must be a word for it, for when you subvert the expectations of the audience while evoking a trope that they have full reason to expect will behave in a certain way. I'm sure there's a technical cinema term for that. It's like reverse Brechtian, where the artifice is exposed, but the characters within the setting are cognizant of that. Yeah, that's the real distinction, right? Is that the characters in the setting, it's not that it's not there, it's that they aren't commenting on it for a different reason than you think. Diegetic art shortcut. I like that. Goodbye, wind up like, oh my god, this is a long encounter. I've only got so long I can talk about Vivi, people. Think about me. Consider my needs when you send wave after wave of Wind Up Viking. So this area is called We're All Witness, but yes, the Charlians' thinking was that by drilling down, they could perhaps physically reach Heidelin and certainly get deeper into the astral sea and see the metaphysics of the world. I read a little bit about this in the Encyclopedia Eorzea. I actually thought it predated the Charlian. I think it may be yet another Allegan construction that lingers deadly in this Allegan post-apocalypse that is secretly what Final Fantasy XIV is all about. Okay, there we go. I don't think that Final Fantasy XIV is all about that. I just think that an awful lot of what we see. Those are noisy candles. How we doing? Okay, sure. We are Casa Sabrina. Adorable dolls, terrible dolls. Yip ho ho. These are dwarf dolls, I think, right? That would make sense as a Final Fantasy IV thing. Okay, Calcibrina. It's very weird how reluctant they are to voice dungeon content. We're all witness. Okay, how do you work, Calsa and Brina? I bet killing you in a bad order is going to do me a bad time. Heat gaze. What'd she say? I missed that shot. What if I just popped all of you with my hideous magics? I mean, they're sacred magics, to be clear. Do not be harsh about my magics. They seem to all be standing up again. Are they going to do the fusion dance? Oh, they are doing the fusion dance, I guess. The dolls begin to gather. Ooh, okay. Well, that's heinous. That's truly appalling. Oh, I'm supposed to look away for that. Yikes. I failed. I failed at looking away. Knockout. Please don't crowd control me again. She didn't. Thank you. Oh, shit. That was supposed to be a, Is she becoming indestructible? I don't need that. There's no other mechanics going on here, ma'am. Oh, is she reflecting? Had that Holy Spirit going. Dollhouse. Don't imprison me. Okay, welcome to the dollhouse. I've been hideously entombed. Oh no, I'm among fetters. Calcibrina, you have to let me go. You have to let me go. I cannot tolerate this. I'm too weak. I hope that this ends on its own. It does. Okay, we're all right. I think this encounter might take a little while, unfortunately. Certainly seems like it's gonna be crowd controlling the shit out of me. Okay, so let's look away from her this time, for real. Thank goodness. Oops. And we're not hitting our OGCDs here. Knockout. Get our dot on her before she can crowd control us again, at least. Brace. This is her reflect. Let's just throw a heal on ourselves. Whoop. And then, can we actually, yeah, we can prep our combo even while she's braced, so let's do so. Can we make something happen? Oh no, we're getting dollhoused. Welcome to the dollhouse. We're out of the dollhouse. That's how I like it. Do not terrify me, ma'am. Thank you. Wasting some MP regen there, but hey, knockout. 5608, 5932. Bracing again, of course you are. And readying for the next attack. She's taking damage right now. That's interesting. Atonement's hitting way harder than that dollhouse again. I've become the monster that I fight. I'm free. I've been disendowed. Okay, I think this is gonna be handled here shortly. Nope, look away, look away. Yes. Can we finish her before our next round of crowd control? That would be just the best. It would be supreme. Oh, shit, we missed our last atonement. Oh, well. No, don't brace too much. Why was she reflecting before and she's not reflecting now? Well, hardly matters, does it? I think that my screenshots may be too big for Discord now. It was only 11 gig. Meg. meg. It was 11 megabytes. We did it. Oh, it was kind of cool, I guess. It was alright. Give me what's in the coffer. Dravanian tunic of scouting. Get me out of here. Oh, I forgot Thancred isn't gonna show up because he was warned away. Warned away from the ethereal disturbance, the just architecture as ethereal disturbance that is the anti-tower. Mom, come pick me up. Ooh. She sounds a lot closer than usual, doesn't she? I still don't fully understand what the fuck those crystals that are inside us are. We just got them from primals, right? Originally, we killed primals and they came out. Does every primal...
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
Oh, not autoplay. Oh, omniscient crystal. Wait, what?
We are the word of the mother.
What?
We, who were once called Minfilia.
What? Excuse me. Wait, what? Hang on. Minfilia.
Hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet. Since I hearkened to her word.
We need your administrative talents out here on the ground, ma'am.
Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
I mean, I am in it for the exposition. Hit me, ma'am. Give me the eternal verities.
Teach thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
I still think the fact that it plays the Final Fantasy menu music and that is the line the game opens on is a recognition of how evocative that is to so many people. Not really to me. I kind of missed out on that as a youth. This,
Before there
ooh,
was
yes.
life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
Oh yeah, Zodiac is the moon. I
Sun
forgot
and
about that.
star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter.
It's interesting. I guess stars are
Across
planets
10
in
and
this
3
world.
were we then divided.
Mmm.
Reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard.
So the creation of Zodiac separated the 13 realms.
Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining.
And there have been 7, so we're down to 6 worlds.
Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
Yeah.
The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea.
Kick me out, why don't you?
Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Bearer.
Thank the 12.
We made it.
Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
How to express this in pantomime?
The word of the mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryo?
Listen, when a cosmic being loves a cat girl very much, she sometimes dispossesses her of her body and adopts her as a mouthpiece puppet to marionette around the world and give human voice to inhuman thoughts.
Sounds. I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
We could probably build a robot Minfilia and pour her into it. I'm very good at things like that. Just say it's a quest and I'll figure it out.
Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
You know how many people have died to get us here, boy?
Fuel your dawn's light, boy.
Yeah, seriously.
You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
The body count has been high.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, You must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly.
What choice do we have? The quest log says
There is
so.
much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
Yeah, it's not going great, I don't think. I mean, I guess we've got a voice to God now. She's not coming back, is she? What now? We carry on, as we must. She went to great lengths to inform us of the enemy's designs. We stand as ever against the dark, as defenders of the light. Yet for how long, I wonder? How much loss must we endure? Alright, that brings us in at an hour. We are not done for the day, but I think we're going to wrap this video so I can take a short break, and we can have manageable uploads. See you soon.